Many narcissists can be grandiose and arrogant enough to be their insulting selves no matter who they are around, while other more fragile, insecure narcissistic people have to resort to more covert, passive-aggressive behaviours in order to get away with their behaviour. Now, grandiose narcissists and fragile narcissists can both use passive-aggressive behaviours if it serves their desires. Narcissistic people are characterised by traits such as that sense of entitlement, a belief they are special, arrogant and haunting behaviour, a lack of empathy for those around them, exploitative behaviours and envious of others, which leads them to have that strong desire to behave in certain ways to protect their identity, to protect who they are as a person, often by selling people a deceptive illusion that they are someone they are not. Narcissistic people will go all out to offer those backhanded compliments to undermine people. It's that kind of facade of courtesy where they seemingly offer innocent remarks to hide the insult, the criticism. They will say things like, "Oh, I much prefer it when you wear your hair like this." Or your hair looks nice today, but it looked better how you did it yesterday. So it can seem like a genuine compliment that many people can say without any ill-meaning intent. However, with a narcissist, it's to get you to do as they say underhandedly, to make you feel confused and to question who you are as a person. The silent treatment, where they are actively going to ignore you, withhold communication, speak to everyone else that's around you and tell them how grumpy you are, to assert their power and control over you. And it's a form of punishment to make victims feel guilty and unimportant. Indirect aggression, where they're going to go all out to sabotage you. You've got a job interview coming up, they're going to hide those car keys from you, and then they'll go all out to help you look for them and find them after the event and expect eternal gratitude and praise for finding them for you. They're going to put obstacles in your way. In a loving relationship, obstacles happen in life. You try and help and support each other. A narcissistic person will put obstacles in your way. They will hide your things. They will spread rumours. They will undermine you any way they can with that indirect aggression. They will play the victim. They will adopt the victim role. It kind of becomes their identity to elicit sympathetic attention and to avoid any consequences for their actions. It's never their fault. It's always somebody else's fault. Intentional inefficiency, deliberately delaying, stalling, avoiding their obligations, their promises, deliberately. We can all do things wrong when we've not done something before. We have to learn. They will deliberately do things wrong so that you don't ask them again, which helps them procrastinate more, because after all, I did it for you last time and it wasn't good enough. Don't ask me to do that for you again whenever you speak out to them, because they can't face the criticism. So they will deliberately be inefficient to create that frustration and confusion, and they get to get away with their behaviour while you are the one that ends up running around after them. Gaslighting, claiming things that they said they didn't say or things they didn't say they did say, anything to confuse your reality, get you to question your sanity, destabilise and erode your trust. And sarcastic humour. People can be sarcastic for various reasons. With a narcissist, there's that underlying tone of deception and manipulation. They use sarcasm to manipulate, to demean, to mock, to insult, to criticise someone, to indirectly hurt somebody, to indirectly humiliate someone. And if you try to speak to them about this, they're just going to accuse you of not being able to take a joke, so that you question your values, your beliefs, your boundaries, and not their behaviour towards you, which shows they actually lack the empathy to care about you, because they're more willing to attack you and accuse you of not being able to take a joke than understand where you're coming from.